Okay, so finally we have it. The Motorola Razr 40 Ultra. Now we here at TechVisor are a big fan of flip phones. We have used the Oppo Flip, the Samsung Z Flip 3 and in fact, our dear Sayan has been daily driving the Z Flip 4 since the launch date. And there are two major things with the Z Flip 4. First, the cover display is not that usable. Like it is so small, you can only use it to see notifications. Doing anything else is very inconvenient. This is basically a modern day smartwatch display. And second, the price. All flips have flagship processor and hence they are priced very premium. Now this is Moto Razr 40 Ultra and I know everyone's very excited for it. So we got this Chinese variant for you guys, but it should launch in India very soon. The banner is already up on Amazon. So the question that has to be asked is, could this Motorola Razr 40 Ultra change the game for flip phones? Well, I'm just excited as you are to find it out. Let's flipping go. Alright, so you get this big black box, plastic-free packaging written over here, quite environment friendly. Inside you get the phone, also wrapped in paper. You get a hard case, some paperwork, a SIM ejector tool, Type A to Type C cable and a 33-watt charger. For a flip phone, this is a complete package. And kudos to Motorola because I've seen in the Edge as well as the other smartphone boxes, they don't use plastic. Now there are three interesting things about this phone. First would be the design. Like just have a look at this. It is so cute. So the back is made from this shiny material. It feels very nice to the hand and on the front you have the cover display. I'll come to this in just a moment. Now one of the biggest concern I have with the Samsung Flip is even when it is closed, there is a gap over here. So if I have the phone inside my pocket, it collects a lot of dust. And in case you don't know, Z Flip 4 is IPX8 water resistance, so dust can still cause harm to the device. But now on the Moto, it shuts completely, no gap, so there is very less chance of dust entering. And here's something interesting. So see, this is the Z Flip 4. If I put the phone like this, nothing happens. But now if I do the same with the Moto Razr, see it has a special mode called tent mode. And it can display time and message everything. And in case you haven't, do subscribe to TechVisor. We want to build a 2 million team tent. And speaking of this display, well, this is the biggest highlight feature of the phone. So this is the outer display here. It is a 3.6-inch 144Hz P-OLED display and it is the biggest display on any flip phone in the world. But again, that's not the best part. The best part is, this is a fully functional display. Like, let me show you. So this is the Z Flip 4. The cover display is small and if you swipe, all you can do is add small widgets like see I have alarm, calendar, music and all of that, which is fine. But now on the Moto Razr 40 Ultra, see I can basically have the entire phone running on this display. I mean the display size is so big, see even watching YouTube videos on it looks decent. Wait, you know what? Let me install Candy Crush on this and we'll play Candy Crush. I remember the time when I was in local train and all the 40-year-old uncle used to play Candy Crush on full volume. They were like, choo, choo. Like this display is just perfect for these types of games and the haptics are also very good. But hang on, I'll get to the gaming section in just a moment. Now my only concern with this cover display is, see it is a fingerprint magnet. So maybe you'll have to get a screen guard for this display as well. On the inside, you get a big 6.9-inch 165Hz Full HD P-OLED display. And two really good things about this inner display. Number one, see there is barely any crease. And this is very important to me because see if I'm watching a video and keep the phone on the table, see the crease on the Z Flip 4 becomes more visible. But if you see on the Moto, I'll play the same video, the crease is barely visible. And number two, this is an LTPO panel. So see here, I'm playing Altos Odyssey and here the refresh rate is 165Hz, very smooth. But now if I go to YouTube and watch a video, see it is 30Hz. And when I pause the video, it is 1Hz. So it can dynamically switch from 1Hz all the way to 165Hz and this helps save battery life. Other than this, the display quality is really good. See the trailer for Barbie, the colors and all, they're looking so nice. Also, both the displays are very usable outside. Like see, the cover screen has a peak brightness of 1100 nits and the inner display has a peak brightness of 1400 nits. So you can see the entire display and icons are very visible. And since we are outside, let's talk about the camera. You get a 12 megapixel main camera and a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. So of course, it's not winning any megapixel war here, but let's see how good the camera is. Well, I would say the pictures are okay. Like the colors and all are just fine. Even in portrait mode, the background cutout is okay. And in ultra wide angle mode, the pictures are again fine. I won't say there is anything good or bad. It like just gets the job done. And I took a few shots in night mode. Here also the pictures come out decent. Now this is a Chinese variant, so the image processing could change when it launches in India. But the most interesting thing about the cameras is that you can just use the camera as a tripod and then use the main lens to just take selfies. Coming to the video, you can shoot max 4K 60 FPS, and this is how the video and audio quality is. Besides this, you also get a 32 megapixel front selfie camera that can record in 4K. Now coming to performance, this has a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor. The base variant comes with 8GB LPDDR5 RAM, 256GB UFS 3.1 storage. Now I would say Motorola did a smart move here by going with last year's flagship processor to reduce the price, because this is a very stable processor. See, we ran the CPU throttling test and this pushes your CPU to 100% and there was no overheating or anything. The graph is all green. But now let's play some BGMI on this. So we'll play at HDR graphics and 60 FPS.
Play BGMI on the cover screen.
I was about to say that. Yes, and surprisingly, overall the gameplay was really smooth. Now this comes with Android 13 with Moto's MyUX skin, and recently we did a video on Moto's MyUX. You can go check it out after watching this video. Now this comes with a 3800 mAh battery, and at first it may seem pretty less, but because almost all phones nowadays have 5000 mAh battery, true that. Now I'm not sure how long the battery will last, we need to test it more, but since the cover screen is so functional, I guess you will most likely be using it more than the inner display. So battery life is something we'll see when we get the Indian unit. Also you get a 33 watt fast charger, so you can charge it 100% in about 1 hour 30 minutes or so. Plus you also get wireless charging. So yeah, that was the new Motorola Razr 40 Ultra, and from the looks of it, this phone could actually change the way we see flip phones. Number one, the cover display is very useful, and number two, since this is using last year's processor, I'm guessing the price should not be as high as Samsung Z Flip 4. Like if you do a direct conversion right now, it should be around 75,000. And that's not all. Motorola also has a cut down variant of this with a traditional cover display and a Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2, which is rumored to be around 60,000. If that is the case, then Motorola could definitely flip the game for flip phones. On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next one. Pew pew! Pew pew!